Oh, I still showed up. And you guys might be thinking, what in the world? She had some glasses on. But shout out to Fade. Give me some free concert tickets if you see this podcast. Number one fan right here. Got the Oakley shades, police glasses. Hello. But anyways, I still showed up because Monday already tried me. Pumpkin spice betrayal. I went to Dunkin' and that coffee was watered down. And then I went to Starbucks and Mercedes got me an iced coffee when I'm a hot girl all around. When I'm a I am hot all around. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm a hot girl coffee all year round. Guys, I am so delusional because this week has stressed me out. Between this, work stress before vacation, my podcast launch nerves, which thank you for all the love and support, the Labor Day chaos, packing like I'm on a world tour. But you know what? I'm here and I still showed up. Welcome to Monday Over Negativity Podcast. I'm your host, Idelys. Before I dive into this podcast, I do want to say episode 1, you guys all had me in tears. And the reposts, the DMs, the love, it really meant the world to me. And if you're watching again, thank you so much. Now, last week was all chillin'. Shout out to my Philly neighbor, which, you know what? Next time I go to Philly, I'm gonna see if he's still there. Is that kind of sockish or not? Probably is. But this week is going to feel like a jet to holiday. Now, meanwhile, Starbucks can literally hand me a hot leaf water and I'll still be like, venti, please. That's how strong the chokehold is for the pumpkin spice. I know Starbucks has you on a chokehold too. But my family, when it comes to fall, they go a full Broadway production. My mom, her Bath and Body Works candles, I remember it was August 1st and she said, Ibelisa, can you please go get me some candles? She drags me to the store. Leaves, sweater weather, pumpkin pecan waffles. Now you walk into the house and it fills your lungs with autumns, whether you signed up for it or not. But then it gets better because my dad, he considered himself a full-blown scientist. Because tell me why he cracked open one of my pumpkin spice K-cups from Starbucks. He popped it open into the greca like it was a science class and made a Dominican pumpkin spice espresso. But I will say it did slap. Now, Duncan, if you want some additional points, how about you hit up my dad and call him over here so he can teach you guys how to really make some pumpkin spice coffee. And then you have my cousin, Derixa. She has been in fall ever since the beginning of summer. While the rest of us were dripping in sweat, she had pumpkins on her porch like she was salaried at Target. So yeah, fall was already dragging me, but then work said, bet, let's add to it. Y'all ever notice that jobs can smell when you're about to go out on vacation? It's like sharks in the water. It's ridiculous. The Tuesday before my PTO this week, every email became urgent. Meetings were popping up like mushrooms. People who ghosted me since March are suddenly like, hey, quick thing before you log off. Y'all knew this PTO was put in for months. They'd be like, oh, you think you're going to relax? Cute. Here's 6 fires first. Sir, if this email could have survived since March, it could survive one more week. Don't stress me out on the way to the airport. And on top of that, Labor Day. We have a long weekend until Tuesday slaps you. And it's like, surprise, Monday's evil twins here. Inbox stacked up with to-do lists clowning you. So yeah, between PTO, holiday chaos, launch chaos, I was cooked. I was cooking. And then why do I pack like I'm relocating? I had 3 heels for one night, sip lip glosses, like I was little ma, a little mommy. Who's saying my lip gloss is popping? I'm standing in my locker. And I actually had no business singing that. I think I remember, okay, a few years back, TBT, my parents, they were sending me to DR and there was this little boy and we were both, flying with the flight attendant. I think I was probably like 12. And I asked the little boy, oh, what you listening to? And he goes, lip gloss song. And it was that lip gloss is popping. Anyways, I just had to throw it in. But anyways, I popped, 6 lip glosses. And then the whole Sephora was shoved into my makeup bag. Like I wasn't going to sweat that in the Vegas heat. 2 plus 2 does not equal 1. And then on top of that, my suitcase needed a prayer, maybe an exorcism. I stood in front of my closet, and I'm sure you guys can relate to this. Do I even have any clothes? Who let me buy this? Suddenly, every single outfit that you own is just ugly, and you just want to throw everything away. And the way that I was going, I was one more outfit change away from paying that luggage fee and just living in Vegas and just working in the strip now. Not the strip club, in the Vegas strip. And now that I think about it, overpacking just means, I really care. I'm trying to show up for myself. It means I want to celebrate my best friend, show up big, feel my best. Sometimes being a little extra is just love in disguise. So if your suitcase looked like mine or ever looked like mine, don't stress. It's just proof that you're just showing up with your corazon. And while I'm surrounded by my heels and candles and iced coffee, work decided to hit me with the cherry on top. And that is this week's launch story because it was chaotic and, it just made me laugh and I need to share this with you guys. So Tuesday, I log in, my hair was wild, face was crusty, oversized t-shirt. But thank God my camera was off. But my coworker, he was not so lucky. He logged in shirtless, chest bare, bed hair, looking like he was about to fight a raccoon and get lost. It was ridiculous. But I get it. We had a long weekend. He was probably partying, hungover from the barbecue. That was basically me, just my camera was off. But the silence when we saw that, chef's kiss. Everyone was on mute, but you can feel the secondhand embarrassment. Like I felt bad. Nobody wanted to say anything. And I remember one of the directors, so he didn't feel embarrassed, asked, "Hey, everyone, turn on your cameras." And first of all, I already caught an attitude because I didn't want to be on camera after a long weekend. The day before, I had 20 tasks to do, packed before my vacation, and it was already a chaotic week for me. And I zoomed, got ready, fixed my hair right away. And the funniest thing, the same thing I was doing, he was doing. And it was literally like a cartoon character. He was just jumping around. And then when he was about to turn on his camera, it hit him. He realized that he was on camera the whole time. And I tried to maintain my composure because it was the funniest thing ever. My guy went from I just woke up to Harvard Business School in 0.2 seconds. He sat up, straightened up like a Marine. Boy, did Tuesday, Monday's evil twin, humble him. And then, just when I thought embarrassment had peaked, life always says, round 2. So my mom comes home with my nephew looking traumatized, and I'm like, ¿Qué pasó? Like, what happened? And you can just see in her whole face and demeanor. They were at a grocery store minding their business, and when a man lets out the loudest fart, and it was like a surround sound system. It was loud, she mentioned, but I'm exaggerating, giving a little razzle dazzle. And my nephew wasted no time, pointed straight at this old man and said, "Ew, pale." And not quiet, not subtle, loud, like he was auditioning for Broadway. The whole aisle froze. And my mom, she wanted to evaporate. Any other person would just, pretend like it didn't happen, walk away. I would have darted out to the next aisle. But, little kids, they don't let it slide. And he does not have a filter. He's 8. And when they're at that age, that's when they will embarrass. And apparently, embarrassment runs in my family. Shout out to you, Paloma, because she did her big one with this one. Okay, so a little background on Paloma. And I plan on having her join one of my future podcasts so you get to understand the story a little bit better. But she's a nurse and she had her own moment. And we guess we can call it her mom moment. She walked into a patient's room and the daughter goes, "He's deceased." I know she's Latina. She talks like Sofia Vergara with some Cardi B. You know what I mean? And Paloma hears, fast, and she thinks right away, he's dizzy. Which, I mean, I get it, I get it. I get it. So sis, she runs to grab an ice pack. Like, don't worry, we're gonna fix this dizzy spell right up. Meanwhile, the daughter met deceased, like dead, like not resurrecting, nothing. Y'all, Paloma comes back with the ice pack because he was dizzy. And then she was about to take blood out to the dead person. Honestly, I want you guys to comment what you guys would do in this situation, because when she when she said this to me, I couldn't believe it. And I literally looked at her and I said, "Girl, only you." But now as I reflect on all of these stories, embarrassment is comedy later, right? But at the moment, it's it's painful. My mom, she wanted to evaporate. The guy on this call, he wanted to evaporate. Paloma, I'm sure she wanted to evaporate in that moment. I don't know what I would have done in that situation. But our brains, they will hit that replay at 2 a.m. Like, remember when you waved at somebody who wasn't waving back at you, torture? Because embarrassment isn't the mistake. It's the fear of being seen or being judged. And that's the trap. And this is what mom's about, right? Life humbles us, but instead of letting it crush us down, we flip it. We laugh, we learn, we still keep showing up. And I'll keep you posted to see if next week he still showed up. But you know who still showed up? Paloma to work every single day. So did my mom. She'll still go with my nephew to the grocery store. But you just gotta keep pushing through it. I always like to back things up with some Jesus. And that's why this verse tied it all together for me. The fear of a man lays a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is safe. Fears of opinions keep us small, safe, even stuck. But trusting God, that's what frees you. Even if people laugh, even if you fall, even if your cheeks burn red, his love will cover you, his grace will carry you. Think Jesus. He was literally mocked, laughed at, humiliated. It was the ultimate embarrassment. And yet God turned that into his greatest testimony of love ever. So maybe fear isn't a stop sign. Maybe it's just a door so you can walk through with purpose. So as I started out my journey in TikTok, as I mentioned in the first episode, Self-Love Mondays always got me through my week, and a lot of you's week as well. And you guys loved it. And of course, I'm going to incorporate that every single week. And this week's theme is getting out of your comfort zone. You're embarrassed. That's uncomfortable enough. But I want to make sure that this week you're doing something to get you out of your comfort zone. So I was at the gym earlier this week, and as I was working out, I looked up and I saw this quote that really inspired me. And it was, "If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough." And that really hit me because it hit harder than a leg day. Because comfort zones, they feel so safe, but nothing really grows there. Real self-love isn't just bubble baths. It's betting on yourself. It's risking embarrassment for something better. The gym feels awkward at first. Speaking up in meetings feel awkward. Starting a podcast is terrifying. But if it doesn't stretch you, it won't grow you. So here's your Self-Love Monday challenge. Do one thing this week that scares you a little bit. Apply for a job, post a video, wear the outfit, have the conversation, because loving yourself isn't just staying comfortable. It's about betting on yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. Now, before I close, All right, I need a coffee break. Let's spread some love. Happy birthdays to all my Virgos. Y'all the planners, the organizers, the I brought snacks to the function just in case. Real, dependable. We love you for it. And especially my mom, JC, Rena, Brandon, Ms. Gibson, we love you. And to everyone who supported episode 1, thank you. And when I tell you I cried, I cried. I'm already a Cancer. I'm a crybaby. But Mon isn't just me, it's us showing up together every single Monday. And one last thing before I go, because by the time you're hearing this, I'll be flying back from my bestie's wedding. Daisha and Brandon, love you both. May God bless your union. If you put me and my bestie in Vegas together, just know episode 3 is about to be spicy caliente. Stay tuned for the recap. Just stay tuned. All right, fam. Another.
She's Jamaican now.
Jamaican, man. All right, fam. Another Monday for the books. And if you laugh, related, or even cringed a little with me today, that's the point. Because right here, this is what Mom's about. Monday over negativity, talking the chaos, the coffee spills, the awkward teams call, the fart in the aisle 7, and flipping them into faith, self-love, and a reminder that showing up is more than enough. So here's your self-love reminder. You don't have to be perfect to be present. You just have to show up for yourself and do something to get yourself out of that comfort zone this week. And thank you for being part of this Mon family. And if you got a Mon moment, funny, messy, humbling, DM me. I'll start sharing them here so we can laugh and show up together. And I'll see you next Monday. Same time, same energy. You're still here. And I love that for you. Oh, I still showed up. Oh, should I hurt? You saw that?
Not you eating shit.
Mhm.
We're doing great. This is about to be a good podcast.
Cheers. Pumpkin spice watered down $7.
The water down is crazy.
It is. I mean, this tastes better than Dunkin'. So, Dunkin', water up your game.
Water up your game is not the right thing.
Pumpkin spice it up. Spice it up. Caliente.
We've lost the plot.
And then I went to Starbucks and Mercedes. Right. But she got me an iced latte, pumpkin spice, but I'm more of a hot latte. I don't like cold latte, because I'm a latte. My podcast launch. Podcast. I can't say podcast.
Podcast.
And did I mention my podcast? And did I mention my podcast launch?
Yo, this is not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. It's not good.
You just can't say the words together for some reason. Podcast launch.
It's kind of hard.
No, it's not that hard.
And sip lip glosses like I was little mommy. It doesn't stretch you. It won't grow you. Yeah. Do you get it? Gym stretch.